Well, here we are, once more in Nordrahn. Weekly review time. Starting at this little space. And a little gully, a little pocket formed between hills that converted into a sort of secret garden-esque type thing, flower garden. Not completely happy with it, but you know, it's obviously artificial. This leads to another small little opening there. I was going to open it up to the sea, at least a small hole, but I don't know, I skipped it. But AX, don't mind me. I'm just going to talk to myself for a few minutes while I prepare this review for YouTube later. So, this has been the bulk of the week's work. Basically just a hilltop fort. This is Gardel, as threatened, finally. It didn't come out too badly. I really forced myself to stick to the limited colours after all of the colour I've been throwing around in other builds. And it did work. I mean, I threw the green in there. I did try things like the dark wood, but it just wasn't working. There's a little bit here still to do. Obviously this tree is still in progress, but I need to sort out this entrance point up here, as well as this, because it turns out that this actually that comes out here. It seems like maybe a nice secret exit. Seems a bit squarish from the top. Wasn't intentional, but there you go. I need to work on the middle still. So I made some initial preparation for working out where the road will go down here, but I probably won't do anything on that for maybe the weekend, but probably not today. So I think this was finished last week. I don't think there was anything left to do. But a little small underground project has taken off. I've been working on in little bits and pieces. It's a naturally occurring dungeon down here that I started converting. All this cobblestone is the natural stuff. I winded it slightly to make it a more regular design that I normally use. I eventually got rid of the spawner and stuck them back here. Yeah, and then I carried on digging through this. Actually, there's a dead end down here. This just lets you out into a naturally occurring sinkhole. And then we just keep going on and around and down, and there's a spider spawner in there. And the only way out of it is through here, so you can't get in there. All sorts of mischief. It gets noisy once the spawners get going. Like the other room, there's a spawner up there, inaccessible to the player, and also a spawner up there, inaccessible. And then I think this is a cave spider spawner because I'm a bastard. I think I'm going to have to end the dungeon down here. I don't feel like incorporating the actual mine shaft I did locate the central chamber, which might make an ideal spot for more spawners, but it's also making it very big. Where's the other turning? There's another turning down here. This needs a lot of work, because I really need to adjust this area. I've cut out part of the floor to expose the lava pool that was partially visible. But really what I want is almost the opposite of this. I want a stone floor with a lava ring. And then I'm going to seal this off as well. And this will be the end of the dungeon in one of the directions. I'm missing another section. I don't know where I left it. Oh, I know. And then finally, there's this piece. Multiple turning off points, I think. Yeah, it's ended for now or not. I think this is just going to end in a couple of stories of rooms, maybe. And then in this direction, we have basically space to try and finalize, put in final features. This is now, I'm not sure, is this down layer 11 I think I'm stood on? So yeah, more rooms just to close off the dungeon, and then it will be done. But that is what I have been working on for the last week. And I think I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time down here. I don't know why I bother with fancy arches that nobody's going to see, but I do. There you go. So I shall say adieu for YouTube and then get on with some work.